What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of iRacing Roads of Pro in the Formula Cars. The question today is, can we get our D license? We are moving into qualifying now. New track, let's see how we can do. This track is a really interesting one as we lock up and completely mess up our first corner, so that is going to really make this lap a shambles, but we'll carry it on just to finish it and get a time set on the board. Really different track to what we have been doing, much more complicated, much more complex. A lot of braking zones, a lot of high speed corners as well, so let's see how we run. So as we approach the finish line, we're going to cross the line with a 1:36.6, which is quite a disappointing time. Hopefully we can improve significantly on this lap. Going into the first corner, we spin, it's an awful qualifying. Let's cut to the grid. Despite having an absolutely humongous issue on the first lap and not qualifying second, we are still going to be 6th on the grid, which is not the worst. Let's see how we can do in the race. Right, we are on the grid, 4 red lights, green light, it's go. That's a decent launch from us. You cannot complain with that. Let's see if we can gain any positions on the... Right, approaching T1. What can we do here? We have a look, but it's not really on. Can we sort of undercut? One car goes wide. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. No, the car in front has to stop as well. We are not going to make any positions in the first couple of corners, but let's see what happens when we approach this first big braking zone of the lap. We are sort of losing time a bit, no accidents in front of us, which is quite disappointing. Let's just rejoin when something interesting happens. And we join back later on in that lap, and disappointingly the interesting thing is us going wide, so we lose one position, a little bit of contact from behind from the car behind us, but they back off. Can we get this position back? I'm not sure it's on. We are too far back going into this right-hander. But an incident ahead, car off in the wall, that is a free position, you love it. Everyone loves it when a car goes off ahead of them. Let's see if we can make any progress on the cars in front of us and keep the ones behind us there, unlike we did already. And annoyingly, immediately, we're going to lose another position. On the straight, car just gets better traction out of the corner from us. Now the inside line going into T1, I don't think I've got the facilities for this. Let's see what we can do. We launch it through, bit too narrow on the first corner, but we make it work, sort of hitting an apex, and we keep them behind us for the moment. As we rejoin, look into the rearview mirror, you are going to see the car behind us going for the dive bomb of the absolute century, just tapping our back wheel, making us spin. We save it a bit, we don't have enough damage that we have to stop. A little bit of damage, but not the worst. We can carry on from this. Let's see what happens for the rest of the race, if anything. Right, I will be completely honest with you, absolutely nothing happened for the rest of the race as we crossed the line in 5th place. So, although the crash, still a gain of 1 position, not the worst. Let's hope for some better luck in the next race. Hopefully we can get that D license secured. Going into quali for the second race, we're hoping for something much better than we had in the first, because the first one was so poor. Let's see how we do. With our first lap not being anything phenomenal, we crossed the line with a 34.8, which is really much better than we have done, so I'm very happy with that. Let's see where it puts us on the grid. As you can see, the results from the second quali session are in. We've put the car on pole. What an absolute result. Right, we are on the grid, 4 red lights. It is time to go, green lights. Let's see if we can have a decent start and keep these cars behind us. Based on the car behind us, I'm not sure we're going to keep him behind us with the first corner. He has got a really good start and he is right alongside. And he takes the lead into the first corner. Let's just hope we can keep second place for the time being. I think really the main aim is just sticking with him, trying to gap the cars behind us and then see what we can do later on into the race. Going into the first braking zone, is he going to have any moments? We're a bit quicker on the brakes, I think, but let's see what we can do. We have to go slightly defensive and block off from the car behind us, make sure we didn't get into 3rd place from the start. I'll join you later on the race and see if we've made any headway. Right, at the moment we've been waiting for might come sooner than we think. Going through the chicane and approaching the right-hander, we have a much better exit as this car goes slightly wider, slow down a lot. We're going to sit in his slipstream. Can we get the overtake done? Looks like we can. Stick behind him, pull alongside. Can we brake later then? This is a battle about who's better on the brakes, and we have done it. And if you look in the mirror, the cars behind us have crashed. That is going to do us a huge favour going through the race. I'll join you later on in the race to see if we can keep our lead. We are going to join back much later in this race, and it has been really smooth with a 10-second gap at the lead until we take a bit too much curb there and have a complete spin. We thankfully don't go into any barriers, but that is going to do our opponents a massive favour in catching up, and soon enough you'll be able to see in the mirror there is a car getting very close to us. Thankfully this came at the perfect time, which was the last lap, just before the last lap started. So all I know is as long as we have a decent lap, we will keep this car behind us. As we crossed the line, I think the gap was around 1.8 seconds, so it would take a big mistake from me to make it so we lose the lead. But in this kind of races, anything can happen. We managed to take the hairpin pretty nicely, which is not going to hamper our chances at all. Going up to the big 3 left-handers, let's see how we do. Our entry was pretty nice, but it's all about this braking zone, and we have a massive moment, big skid for us. And as you can see, that car behind us is just getting closer and closer as we start to panic a little bit. Going through the final 2 corners, the question is, have we done enough? Can we keep him behind me? And the answer is yes. As we move on to the final straight, although he's close, we should have the distance to make it across the line. As we approach the line, we have won the race. Cross the line, first place, a win from pole. What an absolute result. And that's not the best thing that's happened from this race. That is right, after 4 episodes of hard work, you can see we have got our D license in the Formula category. I really enjoy getting to this point, and I'm really looking forward to moving on to the F4 cars. But I think in the next episode it's going to be something different. Might move on to some sports cars, see if we can get that D license secured in them too. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.